Hello, you're most welcome. My name is Stephen. Today I want to take you through how to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. So you get started by clicking on Start, then you click on the PowerPoint, okay? Then you click on the blank presentation, then you have your first slide right on the screen. So you can add the title. I want to have a presentation on malaria, especially malaria in children under 5 years. Under 5 years. Okay. So if that is my title and the subtitle, I can add a new slide. Okay. By clicking on the new, I'll go to home and then add a new slide. You choose the type of slide you want to have. So I want to have a slide that has title and what content. So here I want to have in the first presentation outline. That's my title outlines. Then as the content, I want to have the presentation outline, the definition of malaria, malaria. I want to have the causes of malaria. Then I want to have signs and signs and symptoms, symptoms of malaria. I want to have something on management. Then I have to have the complications and prevention. Yes, prevention of malaria. So if this is my presentation outline, I can have some changes, or I can modify my slide content by first of all bolding my presentation title. By bolding it, you go to home, then you click on bold, then you choose the type of alignment. You can align to the left, as it is. You can align to the right by clicking on that. You can also align to the right, okay, by clicking there, or you can align it to, or you can justify. This is justified. So, but in presentation outline, all titles are normal self-centered, okay, or centered there in the middle. So that is now center alignment. So I can come to the presentation flow or the presentation outline. Then I also make some changes by increasing, say, the spacing, the line spacing. I can add increase to 1.5. I can have 2, depending on the size you want to have. So for purpose of visibility, I want to have my presentation at the line spacing of 2. So after that, you can also choose the type of font and the font size you want to have. So you can highlight your content. Okay, you come to the, the font. You can choose any type of font. You can choose Calibri, you can choose Calibri Light, you can, okay, the one that has been specified or the one of your interest. So let me have this, then I can choose my font size. Okay, I can have this font size, say 28, okay, which is, you can see it is too big. So I can choose a font, you can reduce the font size to say 20, okay, yes. So you can choose font size of 20, which is okay, okay. But what is important is your slides will not be congested. Your slides will be actually visible from a distance, okay, at a glance. Should not have wordy what presentation. So if this is my spacing, then I go to my presentation outline and see what comes after the presentation outline. The what comes after presentation outline is what? The definition of malaria. So I add slide, I go to home, then I add a new slide, a slide that has title and the content. So here I will say definition malaria. Definition of malaria. So now in the content I can define now malaria here. Malaria is a febrile, okay, febrile, febrile illness caused by Plasmodium, Plasmodium species, or Plasmodium species. Okay, then and then it is transmitted by female ano- anopheles, anopheles mosquitoes, anopheles, anopheles mosquitoes. Okay, mosquitoes. So if that is my definition, okay, you can still make adjustments here. You can also bold your title. You can have bold your title, then you center it. Okay, then you increase the font size. I mean the line spacing for for the content. You can make it to 1.5, or you can, depending on what you want to have. So you can have that. Then you can go to the presentation outline to guide you what comes next, the sign and symptoms. Okay, so you add another slide which has the title and the content. So the next thing is what? The signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms of malaria. This is the next thing I'm supposed to have. So you can say fever. It is a common symptom. I mean sign and symptom. You can have vomiting. Okay. You can have joint pains. Joint pains. You can have body weaknesses. Body body weaknesses. Body weakness, and so on. Okay. So this is not exhaustive. So after that you can still space it. Okay. Make this bold. You can make it bold and center it. Okay. Adjust the alignment. You can also come here and make an adjustment. You highlight. You left click and highlight. You go to home. You can increase also the what? The line spacing. Okay. You can increase to 2 so that it is more visible from some reasonable distance. So you prepare the slide for all the course outline which you have listed. So what next is you can now you can do what? You can now make the design. You can design your slide. You can design your slide. You can design your slide. Here you can see here there is a lot of designs here which you can choose from. Okay, so here I want to have my slide to appear in this way. So I can click on that. You see all my slides so far prepared there. I've changed to that design which we have clicked on. So here you can see now your own slide, all the slides appear like that. So next what happens is you can you also put an animation, I mean a transition, how your slides will open. You can click on fade, it opens like that, or push. Okay, why? You click here, it depends on interest. Okay, but the way you also make your transition should really be eye catching for what? For the view, for the designs. So you can choose any. So for me, let me have it white. I just want to choose this. Then you can also put animations. Okay, you can decide animations. You can modify the slide. Okay, you can modify the slide in any way you want it to appear. So after making the modification, You can even insert pictures. You can get the relevant pictures, like if I'm having presentation on malaria, I can have a picture of mosquitoes depicting the vector which transmits what? Malaria. So after inserting it, I can I can I can now I can I can now say you need to save what? Save your presentation. You can click on the save so that you save what? Your presentation. But during the presentation, you can click on the slideshow, so that uh, it brings for you how your slide appears. Then that is how you you can briefly prepare what? You can briefly prepare the PowerPoint. Hope this brief uh, overview can be very useful to help you prepare a simple PowerPoint presentation for your audience. Thank you very much for listening, and I encourage you to come back to my YouTube channel to view more videos that will come your way. Okay, thank you for listening and watching.